So guys, today we will have a look at my analyzing project for Hardstyle. And I will tell you why I started this project and how it made me a better producer, basically. So, producer, I don't have any big records or anything, but I just try to become the best producer I can. So I thought about songwriting, production, mixing, and everything. And for me, it was always that the songwriting was more important than the production itself. That's crystallized over the past, I don't know, 4 years or so. And I found out that if you know how a song works, if a song works together, it's far more important than the mixing itself, because it will make your song feel more coherent overall. Yeah, so the first thing I did was pick a few songs I liked. Let's, for example, take this one. It's Activation from Aversion, Burning Down from Dual Damage, and City Lights from Rebellion. These are 3 really popular hardstyle tracks I also really enjoy. And I started off by color coding everything. Color coding the intro, build up, mid-intro or climax drops, melody parts as well. And for me, very important, the transitions, because I noticed in the end that I lacked the transitions. As you can see, these are the professional songs. And down here, these are my songs. And the first thing I could notice, just by having a look at the colors and how everything looks, is that mine is really blocky. So I'm always going for the 4/4, 8/8, and so on. And I always stay in these really strict blocks. And sometimes I vary, but most of the time you can see it starts at 1 and it ends at 8, and maybe it has a little transition or something. But most of the time it's really straightforward. And these are the things you find out when you actually take the time, zoom out, look at the bigger picture, and see where you're lacking. And like I said, I'm not the best producer, but this was one thing that really helped me out to find out my issues and just in general see where my issues are. For example, in this song, Come With Me, here you don't need to be an expert to see that this break is freaking long, man. It's nice, I mean, but it's a very long break. And especially if you compare this to the other tracks, you will see that none of these tracks has such a long break. That was the first thing that struck me, also with the structure of this one. And these are the things you will find out. And another really important thing I did, so this year I tried to do some things differently and try to set a baseline for myself so I can actually compare if I'm getting better or if I'm just trying random stuff, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We all want the formula, so we know if we try something it will most likely work out. So what did I do? I checked out these tracks, but not just checking them out by transitions and everything, but also getting a general feel of the genre you're in by visualizing the music. So over here I have the Minimeter, $10 by the way, freaking amazing product. No, not sponsored or anything, I wish. But this is the Minimeter. Here we have a spectrometer, I don't know, EQ type thing. Here we have like a spectrograph, which is like a map of the sound that's incoming. And then down here we have the stereometer. I will just pull down the loudness real quick so it's not too loud, I hope. It will just loop the intro so it doesn't get too loud over here. And as you can see, you have all the frequencies over here, but not just the frequencies, and that's the key part for me. You don't have one of the things, you have all of them in one place. And you can see the frequencies, the stereo image, even the exact tones on bass lines, which was a big deal for me. So if we for example, if we jump into Never Let Me Go from Rebellion, you see this lower line. Oh man, you might be thinking that looks like the bass line of a song, and in fact it is. So you can basically see what Rebellion did with their bass line, where they put the pitch bends, and you can even, if you click, find out the exact tone. And this is such a huge game changer for me. if you're making remakes, if you're just checking and seeing if your frequencies are right. And also on the kicks, you can really see the specifics of each kick. So for example, for me, it was always this area over here. I was always putting my punch way to stereo, so my punch was not like a little dot in this place, but it was all over the place. And this is a thing I wouldn't have noticed if I didn't have all these things in one place. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Watch not only the production, but also the songwriting, and try to figure out a way for you that works with many different tools. For me, it's, like I said, the Minimeter together with the Loudness meter, and of course the mixers right next to it, because if it was on a totally different screen, I would be changing stuff up, but I wouldn't even see what happens in the spectrogram. So what you should do is try to figure out a way how you can visualize music for you that actually works. So that's basically it. And I think if you find a way for yourself to actually visualize what you hear and understand what you see, you will become such a better producer. Try it out for yourself. Just take your favorite song, take your favorite Rebellion, I don't know, Aversion right now is one of my favorite artists. So take your favorite Aversion track, put it into FL, slice it up, take like half an hour, and like really get into it. Try to figure it out, try to figure out some nice settings for your visualizers, and I will tell you, it will make such a huge difference. Never forget, enjoy making music. Don't just do it for making music, but because you enjoy it. And have a nice day, guys. See you on the next one. Bye bye.